Hey guys, Hiro Michael here, and I got back from Megaplex, well, like about a week ago. It's actually like Friday, the week right after Megaplex. But anyways, so I'm just here to talk about that for a little bit. Since yeah, that was super cool. And my first convention I went to actually. Well, first furry convention, not first convention. Oh god, it's so hard to breathe in this thing. Oh god. So I got there on Friday, and Jesus, it's hard to breathe. So I got there like Friday, and I was gonna go there with my friend Gary, or Jax as he's also known here on the channel. And so we went to go. So I went to go there. Got registered. Made the mistake of thinking I could go ahead and, for the first time ever, like I am not used to heat. I cannot handle heat in the slightest. In the slightest. I thought I could put this thing on like fresh out of the. We had just made it like a. We made it like a month. The month, like literally, the month before. And I made the mistake of being like, yeah, I could wear this. It's gonna be easy, right? So I went ahead and like wore that. Actually, not only did I wear that, I also wore my full suit. Like, I mean, obviously I don't have a full suit, but I have like a set that I wear. I wore my jacket. I wore my like fluff patch, which I actually never took off. Like, well, I took it off. Like, I always wore it to Megaplex because I was just like, I'm gonna make the most out of this. I was wearing my feet paws. I was wearing my jeans, which I don't own jeans. I bought one pair for the suit. That's it. I am not a person who is good with heat, and I made the mistake of thinking that I could go ahead and just wear the whole thing for an extended amount of time. Yeah, immediately after registration, I was like, alright, well, we need to go find the headless lab. Yeah, we didn't really do that until after we found Gary, which, actually, so... Goddamn radio. Or not radio, but stupid weather thing. Okay, so we got the registration. I think we just walked around a little bit, and I just had to take my head off for a second. And I think we like me and my dad, we sat over at like the little area near registration. And at this point, we were just like, alright, we need to figure out where Gary is. Because, like, he said he was there, but, like, he had no idea where he was. Like, not in the slightest. Like, he went to the completely wrong part of the hotel. So we had to, like, guide him while we were just sitting here eating. And so when he got to registration, I was like, hey, watch my food. I'm just gonna, like, put my hand on, go over there and be like, yo, what's up? Because he hasn't seen this. And he immediately recognized me, which is interesting because I am not used to people recognizing my characters. Unless they're Matt. But yeah, like, it's a joke, it's an ongoing joke that they don't understand anything about my character. And he knew it. He saw it, and he's just like, what's up? Honestly, I don't remember exactly what we did after that. I remember I went back, sit down, I think we just sort of walked around a little bit. Oh god, what did we do? Oh, we went over to, okay, so we went over to the game room, I think, and we went to play some Smash Up. Just Gary and I, because my dad didn't want to join. He was just gonna sit outside and wait. You know, that's cool. So we went to play Smash Up. I had to teach Gary how to play that game because he's never played it before, and it's a super fun game. I highly suggest it if you've never played it. And we also put like a little, so we got like one of those signs that said like waiting for players, and someone else joined us, which was really cool. And so we played, and for the record, I won. And it was really close between me and the other guy. Gary was just sort of trying to screw me over the entire time. So after that, we just sort of, I think we went to the escape room next, which was super fun. Like I've always wanted to go to an escape room. Those things look super fun. Granted, I've only ever seen like 2 in shows. The one from Big Bang Theory in the middle. So we went to the escape room, and we got paired with people we didn't know, because I was the only one in suit, and I stayed in suit just because, like, you know, I just wanted to be in suit, man. I just wanted to raise morale. Also, I could just take my suit off if I, like, just lift my head if I actually needed my eyes. But don't worry, I was actually able to help my team. I wasn't just sitting there being like, yeah, you guys go. Interesting thing, this is probably like the funniest part of the entire convention. So this like a little card puzzle, like it's a little wand puzzle. You need to put the wands in the right spots on the table. I'm making hand gestures, so I just realized you guys can't see. You put like little wands on the like a little thing in the center of the table, and around the table there's like symbols, and you have to put a corresponding card from the deck on those. So we couldn't figure out where the last one went, and actually no, we couldn't figure out what to put on the last symbol, and we were like we had no idea what to do, and one of our team members grabbed the entire deck and just put it on the sensor, and like the card we needed was like halfway through, so it binged. And the guy and the person who was one of the people who was running thing like came over, was like, "You guys, what? I guess you win." It was hilarious. Oh man, I should have tried to get that picture of us. Oh well. I mean, hey, he did solve it. He outsmarted the puzzle. He cut the Gordian knot. He outsmarted the puzzle. That is a victory. That is a victory for us. So I think after that, I finally had to go over to the Headless Lounge because, dear God, this thing was not built very well. I mean, granted, it's my first one, and it was not built with extended amount of time. Like, I was trying to think of a sentence, and then it just did not work out well. It was not built with the idea of ventilation very well. Like, there was no hole in the mouth. Like, there's a hole in the mouth right now. There was no hole in the mouth. We had to cut that out, like, near the end of day 1, because it was just getting unbearable. So we did that. I think we went back into the game room to play some Smash Bros, where I thoroughly crushed Gary in fursuit, because I am amazing. Also, good thing that my main is in the first 8, because it only had the first 8 characters, so we're just like, we'll work with what we got. I don't really remember what else happened the first day. I remember seeing Sky a couple of times, Sky Cabot a couple of times, but like I never really got like a picture of them or anything, because I didn't want to bother him. I think that's really it for the first day, unless that was when one of the I think that was crap. Was the fursuit parade on? Was that Friday or Saturday? I don't remember. I'll put a. Okay, so I don't remember, honestly. We did watch the fursuit parade though, and I was in fursuit the whole time. We were standing like near the front, so we got a pretty good video. I'll put the video here. Yeah, I'll just put the video right here. So if you guys already saw it or anything, or just don't want to see it, skip it. It's somewhere here. Somewhere. So after that, again, I don't remember much of that. I think we just went back to our hotel after that, because we actually didn't get, because we were very, very bad at planning, and we didn't actually get a hotel room at the, wherever it's called. I can never pronounce it. The hotel, basically the place that the hotel is at, So, I think we went to like we went to like a Holiday Inn somewhere nearby. Um, so we all went, so the three of us went to that room, and it also is just random thing here, but I thought it was kind of funny. We were trying to find a parking space there, and we had trouble, so we had trouble leaving the Megaplex. We had trouble leaving, and then, so Gary got there before us, and when we were trying to find a parking space, so Gary, I guess, so he said he like didn't think he was supposed to park there, so he's like kind of backing out, and my dad didn't recognize that was his car when he started backing out, and he's like, "Yeah, back out, you asshole." I don't think those are his exact words, but I just thought it was funny, and like the moment I looked at that, I was like, "Wait, it's Gary." That's Gary. It was funny because I saw Gary's face as he was just sort of confused. Like he sort of looked over us like, okay. He just drove back into his spot, and I just looked over at my dad and just like, that was Gary. Okay, so we go back into our room. I start working on Rando Rants because I was like, you know, I got nothing else to do with my time. Also, funny thing here, if anyone's watched the episode of Random Rants, which I hope you guys do, I hope you guys enjoy Random Rants. It's, I think it's a fun thing to just listen to if you like drawing or playing video games or anything that you don't that you just like to listen to stuff to. So if you guys seen the episode, he starts out by just like he sets his every volume of his to the max and just shouts, "Hello, everybody," or something like that. Yeah, it was very loud. Skype, thankfully, is very nice, and it doesn't let people screw around with eardrums, except for that one time I did it to him. But recordings are not so nice, and here's the thing. My computer volume, everything, is turned to the max, because my headsets have a little wheel on the back that I turn down. Down. Yeah, it spin the wheel up and the volume goes down. I keep that very low. I brought little earbuds, which are always at the max. So when I was recording, I usually set on music, but like, I just decided to listen because, well, I need to run through it first just to listen to it and see if there's anything cut out, and then whenever I work on the art, I just put on music and play it. I have not heard how loud my audio was until that. It made me jump. It made me like actually jump. Like, God, if I was to recreate that, I think it hurt. Fuck you, Gary. Or not Gary. Sorry, Gary. Fuck you, Ryan. Fuck you. So. Honestly, I don't even know if Gary or my dad even noticed I did that, because I think my dad was on the bed and Gary was just sort of looking through it, like watching videos on his phone. I don't even know if he noticed. Ryan sure got a fucking kick out of that when I told him. So I learned my lesson. Turn my fucking volume down. So yeah. That happened, and I just went on recording, drawing the picture, blah blah blah. I hope you guys enjoy my art. So the next day, we also, by the way, we ate literally nothing but Applebee's the entire weekend, which I think is funny, just because it's a random specific fact. Okay, so the next day, we go, and decided, I was like, you know what? Fuck the jacket, fuck the jeans, I'm just going in with a t-shirt and shorts. Oh, there's my dad. Okay, so we go in, and oh god, what did we do? I think the first thing we went to do was go to the dealer's den, because I thought I saw pop sockets. They're probably just badges. They were just badges, but I thought I saw pop sockets, and I was like, I would really like something to stand up my phone. Instead, we ended up getting... Oh, hold on, I actually have it right over here. Just one sec. these things. It's cool. Yeah, so we ended up getting these. So I got a wolf one, which is nice. Sadly, Gary, so his son is a hyena, and they didn't have one for that. So they didn't even have a pin for it. They had nothing for hyena. That's kind of sucked for him. I'm recording something.
Okay. Cool. That's cool. You want to go to Beats?
Yes. Alright, I'm back from Beast. Okay, so we go in. So the second day, we go to the dealer's den immediately. But the kanji necklaces, which are really cool. Gary unfortunately couldn't get a hyena one, which was sad. I think he got like a mouse pet or something. So, yeah, cool. He needed one, so that was nice. I don't think I really got anything else from there. Alright, so second day we go there, oh god, what did we do? I think we mainly just hung out in the game room again, where we played another round of Smash Up. Actually no. Oh god dang it, what did we do? I already forgot. Okay, so I have the schedule up right here. So, unfortunately I slept until like 10-ish, so we missed the fursuit games, so that sucks. Saturday, I think that was the fursuit parade, question mark. After that we went, so we went to go to the game room, because game room's cool. So we went to the game room, we played a little bit of Pokken, because I haven't played the new one with Decidueye. Yeah, I do not like fighting games. Actually, Pokken's kind of fun, but like, you know, I think I won 4 times and Gary won twice. So, yeah, it's been a long time since I played Pokken, but it was still fun. I wanted to play the original Smash Bros, but someone was on the N64 console like the entire time. And I couldn't tell if it was the same person. I'm just gonna assume it was the same person. I'm gonna assume they were playing Ocarina of Time or something. Which, if I'm correct, you know, cool. That's a good way to spend time. There was also one point, I think it was like right after we finished playing Pokken? Question mark? So like shortly after we finished playing Pokken, we walked out into the hallway, and there were people walking by, and sadly, sorry, I accidentally stepped on someone's tail, and Gary did not warn me until after I realized. Oops, I'm very sorry. I've learned my lesson. Do not trust Gary to guide me. So I think we did that. I think I mostly just walked around. Yeah, I think I mostly just sort of walked around in this thing. Oh, I remember one time, I don't remember when it was, but I remember I was standing outside the Headless Lounge with Gary, and I just happened to see Soren walk by, and just like spur of the moment, I was just like, person I want, and like I just like went up to him, I was like, hey, can I take a picture? And he's like, alright, and so I actually managed to get a picture with him, which was really cool, and I'm really glad I actually got that. Probably just interrupted him trying to get to the Headless Lounge. Sorry. And then I don't really think we did much. I didn't really see anything on the schedule that really looked that interesting, and we were sort of getting a little tired, so we're just like, hey, let's go. I think it was like 2 something. So we were just like, hey, let's go get something to eat. Let's like we just went back to the hotel just to chill a little bit. So I was just looking at things we could do, and I was like, ooh, they have a nerdcore punk rock thing going on at 7. I'm not not really particularly a fan of rock music, but like, that sounds cool. So we went back at like 7-ish to go do that. Gary had no interest in it. My dad, I assume he knew what we were getting into when it was a rock concert, but we like went and sat down, and like just a little bit after starting, he's like, yeah, I can't take this, I need to go. I was like, yeah, I didn't think you would want to stay around for this. So I stayed there the entire time. I enjoyed it, and I eventually got to the like little crowd in the front, which was really fun, and also interesting because aside from like one other person who left shortly after I got up there, I was the only person in suit to actually be up in the crowd. And this thing can survive a lot more than I thought it could, to be honest, considering how like quick we made it, and like this is the first one we've ever done. It's like honestly, because like we were like bashing into each other, all that stuff. I had my glasses underneath, so it was kind of pushing this eye out, and at one point, like, I was like headbanging so much that my eye actually like fell out, and I was like, oh crap. So I had to like pick it up real quick. And but yeah, like, this thing survived. I don't know how, but it did. It was a lot of fun. Immediately back to the Headless Lounge. So then I saw that there was karaoke. So I mainly saw there was karaoke, but then I saw the thing, so that's why we went to 7 instead of 8. Well, I mixed up the schedule, and I saw like Sunday, and I thought it was 8, and I was like, oh no, it's on 9 on Saturday. So yeah, we were gonna just go back for karaoke, but then I was like, ooh, rock concert. So I think then we went and played another round of Smash Up for an hour, which, yeah, that was fun, although it was just me and Gary this time. I won again. And then immediately after that, we had to go because karaoke was starting, or at least I thought it was. Gary did not want any part of it because he's not a fan of karaoke, and my dad was in a line for a not music. Oh my god, I cannot breathe in this thing. He was in line for like a magic show, so that was fun. I was like, yeah, go ahead and have fun. And I went to go to karaoke. Again, what I thought was karaoke. Apparently I didn't realize that, like, oh, maybe I could, because I was told it was in the tournament room. And when I got there, I saw they were doing the Challenge Sonic Fox for charity thing. And my mind somehow did not consider the idea, oh, maybe they haven't set up yet. So I was just like, listen. And I went to go, sorry, I just got a text from someone. It was not important. So I go around, I go trying to figure out where in the world this karaoke place is, and ultimately I did figure out, oh, they just haven't set up yet. Well, I guess I'm watching Sonic Fox crush people and fighters. So that was interesting. Eventually the karaoke did start up, and you know, it was a lot of fun. And I actually managed to sing, which it was a while. Actually, it was a while till I got to sing, but I did get to sing. And I will gladly put the video up right now.
The crude and unspeakably plain. I know that your powers of retention are as wet as a warthog's backside. But thick as you are, pay attention! My words are a matter of pride. It's clean from your hideous expressions. The lights are not on observed. But we're talking kings and successions. Even you can't be caught unawares. So prepare for the chance of a lifetime. Be prepared for sensational news. A shining new era is tiptoeing near.
And where will we meet you?
Just listen to teacher. I know it's unsorted, but you'll be rewarded when at last I am given my due. And injustice deliciously swear. Be prepared.
Yes, be prepared. Yeah, we'll be prepared. Go on.
For the death of the king.
What, you did it?
No, we're gonna kill him. Simba too.
Great idea.
Idiots! There will be a king.
Yeah, but you said it.
I will be king. Stick with me, and you'll never go hungry again. Of course, we will what you expected to take certain duties on board. The future is littered with prizes, and though I'm the main addressee, the point that I must emphasize is you won't get a sniff without me. So prepare for the coup of the century. Be prepared for the murkiest sky. Meticulous planning, tenacity span. The gaze of denial is simply wild. Every king undisputed, respected, saluted, and seen for the wonder I am. Yes, my teeth and ambitions are bared. Be prepared. Yes, our teeth and ambitions are bared. Be prepared.
That was really fun actually, and I'm glad that the crowd participated because, I mean, to be fair, it's the freaking Lion King. Who's not gonna know that song? I chose a song that I could sing, but more importantly, I could act. Because I'm good with low pitch singing, but the mic did not seem to agree with me, not in the slightest. So I was like, well, time to act. Because normally I just sing in a lower pitch, and I'm normally able to do that well, but it just doesn't transfer well over mic, I guess, so, personally, like, at first, I did not like my performance, and then, like, after I watched it listened to it a couple more times, because, I actually posted this on my other channel, too, just because I really wanted to put it up there. After I listened to it enough, I was like, yeah, I can dig it, just not the first part. So that was fun. Afterwards, we oh, poor Gary. So we did not realize how long it was gonna be. I thought it was like maybe an hour tops. And it started at 9. We left at 2. 2 o'clock. I'm sorry, Gary. Thank God you brought your charger so you could just listen, because his phone was fairly low battery. Yeah, he brought his charger, so he just watched videos the entire time, while I made him wait hours. I'm sorry. In my defense, I really wanted to sing, though. So then we go back, and immediately we're just like, to bed. And So when next morning, Gary goes to the convention one last time. I assume to buy some things, and I am just like, I would like to go, but I got school tomorrow, and I didn't actually do anything about that until I got home. So yeah, that was my day at Megaplex, or yeah, my weekend at Megaplex, and it was super fun. Sadly I didn't get to participate in the tournament, which was a bummer. So interesting thing, I looked at their website, and every time I looked at their website, it always said Smash Bros. Brawl, which I was like, yes, yes, yeah, because I have Brawl, I actively played Brawl, and I consider myself fairly good at Brawl. Because, like I said, I said I'm good at Smash Bros. Earlier. I have had, ever since the first game I've been playing Smash Bros. I am the most experienced of the players in my high school. I'm the best of all the players in my high school. I hope people get that reference. So yeah, so I was like, yes, I have a chance. Turns out it was Ultimate, which makes sense, but I was just like, oh. Huh. And then it was on Sunday, and I didn't even get to go, so. Yeah, it's fine. It's not like I spent months training for that exact thing. Anyways, regardless, it was still fun. I'm very glad I actually got to go, and I'm excited for next year. Because I have been waiting for this almost a year, because I did not know Megaplex was a thing until last year, basically right after it was over. So I was like, oh. Well, I got next year to look forward to. And yeah, it was fun. I'm very glad Gary managed to show up. Sadly, Justin had to, something happened, I guess, and he had to not go. So, yeah, that's fine. So yeah, that was my weekend at Megaplex. And I am losing all ability to breathe in this thing, so I will see you guys, later.